Hiya, welcome to LSB Feaster's radio channel and Travel Corner, where we keep great radio from the past alive. Hi, I'm Ellis, radio's second best friend, and today we are going to St. Louis and 1430 WIL. WIL in St. Louis was a legendary rock and roll radio station. In fact, it was one of the first rock and roll radio stations in the country back in the 1950s. It was a powerhouse top 40 station in the 60s until KXOK ate their lunch. But some legendary names went through WIL back in the day. We're talking like Jack Carney, Dan Ingram, and the voice heard on this air check, the one and only Ron Lundy. Now, you may know Ron Lundy from his days doing middays at WABC or WCBS FM, but before all of that, he was a personality on WIL. And the reason he got to New York was because his co-worker, Dan Ingram, went to New York. And a few years later, Dan Ingram talked WABC management into hiring Ron Lundy. So on this air check, you get to hear a very young pre-WABC Ron Lundy. It's pretty cool to listen to. If you like what you hear, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel too if you like. And after you do, smack that bell. And you will be notified whenever we post anything new. All right, if you're ready, I'm just excited. That's not hand sanitizer. Let's go back to the 1960s and Ron Lundy on 1430 WIL St. Louis.
WIL. And don't forget, tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, the Dick Kent Show. And Dick will preview the brand new WIL Silver Dollar Survey for all next week for you tomorrow morning between 10 and 3. It's a couple of minutes before 5. Here's the Laclede Music Spotlight album. One of them. This is another Warner Brothers album, Peter, Paul, and Mary. The album's called Movin'. And the tunes, matter of fact, is This Land Is Your Land.
This land is your land. This land is my land. This land was made for you and me.
Peter, Paul, and Mary from the Warner Brothers album Movin'. The tune, This Land Is Your Land. To order the Spotlight album, write to Laclede Music Company, 4060 Laclede, St. Louis 8. Or telephone Jefferson 53996. It's 5 o'clock.
This is WIL AM and FM, proud to be the sound citizen of St. Louis.
Piercing winds scream in the treetops as thunder rolls overhead with an ear-splitting roar. While inside, radio keeps abreast of the raging tempest and reassures us with its coverage. You will hear complete weather information on Radio, the Sound Citizen.
WIL Radio, the sound citizen of St. Louis, offering more music more often.
Music is great. The news up to date on WIL.
Speaking of the weather, Andy, by the gang says hazardous driving warning. Occasional freezing rain tonight, gradually changing to snow later on this evening or early tomorrow, with enough glazing during the night to produce hazardous driving conditions. Snow continuing tomorrow, light accumulation ending tomorrow night. Little change in temperatures. The low should be about what it is right now, I guess. Tonight, that's what it says. It'll probably get a little colder, though. It's 29 degrees, 29 the temperature.
It's time for another winner's name in WIL's Holiday Sweepstakes. Listen closely. We're about to announce the name of another winner in WIL's fabulous Holiday Sweepstakes. If your name is announced, you have 1 hour in which to call WIL at Franklin 1, 1430 or Express 8, 2828 and answer a question about the Holiday Sweepstakes supplement for a wonderful bonus prize. Listen carefully. Here is this hour's winner in WIL's Holiday Sweepstakes.
All right, this hour's winner is Ruth Gross. Ruth B. Gross. This hour's winner. You have an hour to call us, Ruth.
My man. All right. The way you love me, he's all right.
He's all right. Betty LaVette's tune, My Man, on WIL in St. Louis.
In my kind of work, I collect things for the city. I get to know how people live by what they throw away. Now, take Milnot cans, for instance. I find empty Milnot cans all over town these days. I guess it's 'cause Milnot takes the place of milk or cream. But it costs a whole lot less. I don't run across many cows in my line of work, but I'll bet it's true. If cows could, they'd give Milnut.
I thought they did. Oh. Milnut is WIL Community Club Award sponsor. I think we can dispense with all that.
And now a message from Suburban Ford at Lindbergh and Manchester.
We pause at this holiday season to thank you, St. Louis, for a wonderful year of business at Suburban Ford. We've tried to see that you were given every break in buying a new Ford. You've responded in record-breaking numbers. For those who've not visited Suburban as yet, we pledge to you the very best deal on a new 63 Ford automobile. We make this pledge not in boast, but because we know our costs of doing business, and we know we're prepared to sell a Ford automobile for less dollar difference than any other dealer in this area. Thank you.
Everybody's favorite Ford dealer, Suburban Ford.
Well, I'll drink to that.
Open a Budweiser and pour yourself the most refreshing glass of beer you've ever tasted. Cold, golden Budweiser. Good times, good food.
This calls for Bud. This calls for Bud. Where there's life, there's Bud.
Budweiser.
Sure. For those who fancy coloring books, and lots of people do.
Well, after hearing that, you can color me green. Hey, it's 10 minutes past 5 on WIL, 29 degrees. This is Ron Lundy.
Kroger priced means lower price.
Thanks to Kroger volume.
Don't miss this top brand meat buy at Kroger. Famous Hunter All Meat Bologna. Yes, buy rich, rosy Hunter All Meat Bologna at Kroger today. Made from choicest, lean, tender meats. Kitchen fresh. Perfect for sandwiches and cold-cut platters. Buy Hunter, the good name for good meat. All meat bologna. Just 39 cents a pound at Kroger. Plus top value stamps. Yes, Kroger price means lower price.
Thanks to Kroger volume.
Daddy, let your mind roll on. Daddy, let your mind roll on.
Zip, zip, slash, ooh. Hey, those the roofers there, the rooftop singers, and I think they were when they made that. Hey, it's 13 minutes past 5. This is Ron Lundy on WIL.
Gentlemen, do it.
Ladies do it. Even people in their 80s do it. All listen to wonderful WIL.
Even Lady Bird and Lyndon do it. Yeah, they listen. And they, on Capitol Hill, I always listen to WIL. Make the laws of the land. Whatever happened to Lyndon Johnson? Have you noticed? He's just sort of poof. Have you noticed that? Well, they fixed him, didn't they?
Action Central News at 50.
Bill Addison with a 5:15 edition WIL award-winning Action Central News, presented by Roosevelt Federal Savings and Loan. Downtown, 9th and Locust, North Side, 2132 East Grand, Crestwood, number 20 Crestwood Plaza, and River Roads, 104 River Road Center, St. Louis. Tonight's weather forecast includes a hazardous driving advisory, and we'll have the weather prediction momentarily. Relative to the Weather Bureau information, the Automobile Club of St. Louis urges motorists to drive home or to town this evening with their headlights on, not your parking lights. Missouri law requires use of headlights in the type of weather plaguing the St. Louis area. It's important that the other drivers see your automobile if we're to prevent costly accidents, injuries, and possible death. St. Louis traffic tied up on Vandevetter, an automobile accident, 2 cars involved. Motorists reportedly en route accordingly, and if not, drive with extreme caution when approaching the scene. That's Vandevetter, 2 blocks south of Easton. Another automobile accidents are coming in at such a rapid rate over WIL police monitors, it's impossible to report on each one. Take it easy is the best advice. Keep your headlights on, not your parking lights. St. Louis,
35 members of the Oil, Chemical, and Atomic Workers Local 7644 go back on the job, allegedly ending strike at Mobil Oil. Fred W. Pofell, the plant superintendent, quoted as saying he thinks additional workers will come in soon. The workers apparently went back without a union contract. The strike, which began last August, was over contract. Wages were not supposedly an issue. A union official said some of the workers crossed picket lines. Other workers then followed suit. East St. Louis, gun duel between man and his girlfriend takes the life of Carrie Spears, the man's mother. 36-year-old Willie Spears and his 23-year-old girlfriend, Ari Mosley, were shooting it out with a shotgun and pistol, allegedly to settle an argument, on the Mosley girls' front lawn. 2:23 exchange in East St. Louis when a wild shot hit the Spears woman in the head, snuffing out her life. Police found spent shotgun and pistol cartridges on the front lawn of the Mosleys' home. Both suspects now in police custody. St. Louis, February 11th, the date of the trial of 16-year-old Ellis Coney Jr. and 17-year-old Leon Grimm for the rape, robbery, and savage murder of Mrs. Betty Foster. The brutal crime occurred on December 5th in a dark parking lot near where Mrs. Foster was employed. Coney and Grimm pleaded innocent to all charges, although they allegedly confessed the crimes to police when apprehended. St. Louis, two 16-year-old boys, John Noble and Dennis Winslow, go before Judge David McMullen Monday morning for determination whether they'll be tried as adults or juveniles in the assault death of 64-year-old Mrs. Marie Welby near the emergency entrance to Lutheran Hospital. The victim was dead on arrival. City Hospital number 1, some 2 miles away. The crime occurred during Christmas month only last year.
Would you like to buy or build a new home? If so, be sure to discuss the financing with Roosevelt Federal Savings and Loan. Ask about their popular fitted home loan, which wraps up all phases of home financing in one package for your special convenience. Roosevelt Federal Savings specializes in the modern long-term open-end mortgage, which permits repayment of your Roosevelt Federal Savings fitted home loan in moderate monthly installments, planned to fit your budget. It's a sound, convenient way to turn a down payment into a debt-free home. Ask about it soon. The fitted home loan tailored to your specific requirements at Roosevelt Federal Savings and Loan, downtown, Northside, Crestwood, and River Road.
3 of Roosevelt Federal Savings offices are open tonight. Northside till 7, Crestwood and River Roads until 9. New York City, UN Secretary General Thant told Belgium's Foreign Office UN forces in the Congo went beyond their instructions in capturing Joinville. Washington, President Kennedy led the list of notables at funeral services today for the late Oklahoma Senator Robert Kerr. Washington, sources report Arthur Dean, chief disarmament negotiator for the U.S. in Geneva, submitted his resignation. The news presented by Roosevelt Federal Savings and Loan, downtown 9th and Locust, Northside 2132 East Grand, Crestwood number 20 Crestwood Plaza, and River Roads 104 River Road Center. Bill Addison reporting, proud to be in Action Central, always first when seconds count.
Action Central, wonderful WIL weather conditions.
The WIL revised weather with the WIL weather ball flashing green. Occasional freezing rain tonight, changing to snow late tonight or early tomorrow, producing glazing conditions. That'll make driving hazardous. Snow continuing tomorrow, light accumulation ending tomorrow night. Low tonight, 28. High tomorrow, 32. Winds, light, easterly. Relative humidity, 96%. Foggy. Sea level pressure falling from 30 and 20 hundredths. I have 29 degrees and Ron Lundy with music.
It's up to you, darling, it's up.
Oh, boy, way up in the top 10 this week on WIL, Ricky Nelson. It's up to you. How you doing? Huh? Looking pretty good, yeah.
This is Ed Wilson, and it's Blemish bargain time again at Suburban Tire Company. Yes, sir, Suburban just got in a big new shipment of these famous Firestone Blemish white walls and black walls. These are those brand new Firestones that everybody goes for because you save $5 to $6 per tire over regular sale prices. Yes, just because of some blemish that you need a microscope to find, you can buy brand new Firestone Deluxe tires at tremendous savings. Come in today while the selection is still good and cash in on these bargain prices. You can pay as low as 75 cents a week at Suburban Tire Company, 2110 Market, or 225 North Kirkwood Road.
Hey, it's year-end cleanup time now at Suburban Ford. Those after-Christmas prices on big-name televisions, stereos are so low you'll think Santa Claus is still in town. Make Suburban's year-end cleanup sale your chance to clean up on a terrific TV or stereo bargain.
It takes two to radio. Wonderful WIL and you.
Say, when you make out your shopping list this week, don't overlook this AG special. AG butter, only 65 cents for the 1-pound package. A real savings typical of those you'll find every week at your AG store. Telephone Olive 23715 for the address of the AG store nearest you. AG is a Community Club Award sponsor.
There's a personal touch at your AG store where your dollars worth much more.
Oh, well, who cares? I don't. Hey, it's 25 past 5, Tony Fisher. Laugh or cry?
Well, I regret can't laugh or cry.
Oh, boy, that's Tony Fisher. Laugh or cry on WIL. Hey, this is Ron Lundy. Boy, I tell you, I attack him over there in East St. Louis. You know, with Ms. Rainey, I catch him. I ain't gonna let him loaf. Ms. Rainey's sales continue to climb. Those swinging salesmen they got. And you can see the reason right now at any Ms. Rainey's store, especially the Ms. Rainey store in East St. Louis, because I keep them awake. Bob Slyman, my good buddy, on the other end of the line. Bob, how you doing?
Okay, Ron. You know, the last time I talked to you, we had about 60 uncrated appliances, you know?
You scared me, yeah.
Listen, you know, the last time I talked to you, we had about 60 uncrated appliances. We only got about 50 of them left now.
Crazy.
Right, 1961 and 62 appliances. We're trying to clean them out because we're getting ready for those 63 miles that are on their way.
Hey, I'm impressed. Hey, listen, Bob, I think you're putting me on, though, you know, about these. I think they must be used or damaged or something.
What makes you think that? Because the prices are cheap?
Yeah, they're so low, man.
These are all brand new. They're floor samples, but they're brand new models. They're just demonstrators. They're all brand names. It's Hot Point, Norge, RCA, Whirlpool, Zenith, and many more, right?
Don't put me on now. Now, listen, I'm going to ask you.
I kid you not.
I kid you not, pal. Well, they'll have you up there pretty soon with the rest of them.
Here's a 22 cubic foot Norge freezer. This is a chest type, deluxe in every way, Ron.
Wow.
For $239.95.
How much?
$239.95. 22 cubic foot.
That's not as much as $240, is it?
No, sir.
Yeah. What else you got?
An RCA Whirlpool dryer we got. They're priced from $129.95. What do you think of that?
I think I just dropped my chair here.
I'm not.
Well, I know that, so what else is new over there?
A 12 cubic foot Norge refrigerator. This has self-defrost now with a 75-pound freezer for $159.95. And a 23-inch Zenith consolette. This is all hand-wired, Ron.
Crazy.
The latest thing out for $179.95.
Any hands left in it? You better check.
Yeah, I better check that, huh?
Oh, boy. Hey, listen, you hang on. I want to talk to you for a minute.
Okay, Ron.
Okay. Oh, boy, Bob Slyman. He's about half well. He's over there. Oh, yeah, he's about half. I think we're all commuters. Anyway, that's Miss Rainey at 10th and State Street in East St. Louis for the best appliance deals anywhere. Miss Rainey is a WIL Community Club Award sponsor. Gone by now, 10th and State Street, and see Bob Slyman, and, you know, tell him he really is a kook. He knows. You know.
Wonderful WIL.
You're listening to Wonderful WIL Radio, AM and FM in St. Louis, Missouri. Home of award-winning Action Central News.
I know, I'm hip. I understand. I understand, Doctor. It's that Bob Slyman, he's just too much, isn't he, over at Ms. Rainey? I don't know. I thought I was sick. And, you know, possibly you may think, you know, you need therapy, which is good. It's good. But when you get to meet other people, then you're not too sure that you're crazy, right? Huh? Whatever that meant. It's 29 degrees, hazardous driving tonight, icy, slicky, snowy. So cool it. Take care of yourself. Speaking of driving, I'd like nothing in the world any better than to see you driving a McMahon Ford.
Fooled you there, white man. Hey, listen, you be sure to go on by, won't you? McMahon Ford, we have this thing going, between Danny and myself. We have teams, and I'm sort of running quarterback on this, friends. Former fullback, taking over as field general for McMahon Ford. All of them. Shut up, Danny. Now get out. I don't ever say anything on your things. You be sure to go on by McMahon Ford and see one of the guys on my team, would you? Huh? Bunch of the boys out there. Running wing back is Ted Cunningham. In the halfback slot is Clarence Houston. Tino DeFranco, he's a water boy. He always runs in off the field, with water. Go by and see Tino. And my good buddy Glenn Schmecka have a beer. Yeah, they're all out there with Glenn Schmecka have a beer, and they're all swinging guys. You go by and see them, won't you, and let them put you in. I'm going to call out and talk to them a few minutes and see how many our team has sold today. I don't care about the other team, just our team, So you go on by. McMahon Ford, 4100 Gravois, Chippewa. And this is a fact, too, where promises are performed. That's right. Good service, too. That's the bad thing about buying a car. You don't mind buying a new car, but it's just you never can get them fixed, because everybody's too busy. And I'll tell you, boy, there's some bad dealers. Now, I wouldn't kid you, because I know, man, every time I take mine in, just can't ever get it in. But out there, they have great service. They're open till 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you can't remember the guy's name, just tell him one of the Ron Lundy's team, That's me. Tino DeFranco, he's still running with that water. Clarence Hudson, Ted Cunningham, and Glenn Schmecka beer. Go on by now, McMahon Ford.
It's still hard to believe that I'm not dreaming, but it's true. Thanks to wonderful WIL, my husband and I are going to spend a wonderful 5-day holiday in Las Vegas at the fabulous Stardust Resort Hotel. This is Mrs. Marion Connersman of 6319 Louisiana Avenue, St. Louis 11. I won the grand prize in WIL's holiday sweepstakes, a 5-day holiday in Las Vegas for two. It certainly does pay to listen to WIL.
More winners on wonderful WIL St. Louis. The winner's wonderland.
Oh, yes, some people have all the luck, getting the big iron goose and going to Vegas. Oh. Well, I'd rather you drive out in the McMahon Ford, tell the truth. I had you. Right. Buy it from my team. That's MYTEAM. My team at McMahon Ford. It's 24 minutes before 6. This is Greedy Ron. We're 9 minutes away from Action Central News Live at 45 with Bill Addison.
Good. Good. Campbell puts more goodness in, so you get more goodness out.
For a festive dinner, start with Campbell's Cream of Mushroom Soup, a heavenly soup made with tender mushrooms and pure country cream. Good.
Campbell puts more goodness in, so you get more goodness out.
Avoid that. Let me go. Oh, you silly. Little tune written by Glenn Schmecka here. Drat. Oh, gosh. Oh, drat. Oh, gee. Oh, think. Hey, it's 20 minutes before 6. That was Esther Phillips and Release Me. I wish you wouldn't come in here and just disrupt everything like you do every day. Why do you always do that? Hi, yourself.
Pepsi-Cola tastes as light and bright and clean as all outdoors. That's why it's the right drink for all those times when good friends get together and go places. Be sure you take along plenty of Pepsi on all your outings.
So take along the bracing drink that lets you drink young as you think. Yes, get the right one, the modern light one. Now it's Pepsi for those who think young.
Tonight at 7, I'm going to say goodbye forever. Goodbye forever tonight at 7.
Hello, I'm Truman Bradley.
Goodbye, Truman.
You know, on the advice of doctors, all medicines carry the warning, keep out of reach of children. Yet your doctor can tell you that despite all warnings, accidents do happen. That's why doctors are so enthusiastic about the new safety cap on adult-size St. Joseph aspirin. This safety cap is easy for you to get off, but children who can't read directions find it very difficult. Doctors enthusiastically endorse the St. Joseph Safety Cap idea. They say it's excellent, a real step forward, and that it should be on all medications. Yes, it should be. But St. Joseph aspirin is the only adult pain reliever of any kind with this special safety cap. So even if you don't have children, you owe it to those who do to support this move to help protect them. Buy only St. Joseph aspirin, the only adult aspirin that comes in a safety cap bottle. There's no better aspirin at any price.
That's the secret word today. It's cool it. That's...
Now that I love a girl in the ruby.
Mercy, yes, Ruby, baby. That's the Arms tune on WIL. This is Ron Lundy.
And now a message from Suburban Ford at Lindbergh and Manchester.
We pause at this holiday season to thank you, St. Louis, for a wonderful year of business at Suburban Ford. We've tried to see that you were given every break in buying a new Ford. You've responded in record-breaking numbers. For those who've not visited Suburban as yet, we pledge to you the very best deal on a new 63 Ford automobile. We make this pledge not in boast, but because we know our costs of doing business. And we know we're prepared to sell a Ford automobile for less dollar difference than any other dealer in this area. Thank you.
Everybody's favorite Ford dealer, Suburban Ford. Action, 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 Central News at 45.
Bill Addison with a 5:45 edition WIL award-winning Action Central News, presented by the Bank of St. Louis, Washington to Lucas at 9th, serving the greater St. Louis area for 50 years. St. Louis, traffic accidents hitting St. Louis area like a plague. Traffic still tied up from an accident about 25 minutes ago on Vandeventer, 2 blocks south of Easton. Other accidents happening throughout the city. Drive with extreme. We repeat, extreme caution. St. Louis, strike at Mobil Oil allegedly ended. From all appearances, the strike is over. 35 members of Oil, Chemical, and Atomic Workers Local 7644 went back to work today. Plant Superintendent Fred W. Pofal optimistically states he thinks additional workers will come in soon. The strike action was born August last year. A union official says original strike called over contract. Wages were not an issue. He says some union members went back to work when other members crossed picket line. The workers apparently went back without a union contract. East St. Louis, 62-year-old Carrie Spears is dead. The victim of crossfire during blazing shotgun and pistol duel involving her 36-year-old son Willie and his girlfriend Ari Mosley. She's 23. It happened on the lawn of the Mosley girls' home, 223 Exchange in East St. Louis, where police found spent shotgun shells and bullet casings. Both suspects arrested, now in jail. St. Louis, pair of teenage boys accused in December 5th, rape, robbery, and fatal bludgeoning of Mrs. Betty Foster, 30-year-old telephone operator, go to trial 11th of February. They're Ellis Coney Jr., 16, and 17-year-old Leon Grimm. They've pleaded not guilty to all charges, although they allegedly confessed the crimes to police at the time of their arrest. Alton, State Representative Ralph Smith of Alton said he will introduce a bill in the state legislature to halt Illinois Public Aid Commission from furnishing contraceptives to welfare recipients. The Republican representative also says he will introduce a bill prohibiting marriage under 18 years old in Illinois. The 73rd session of the Illinois legislature starts on Wednesday. Canton, authorities are seeking mysterious caller whose telephone messages yesterday emptied Farmington Community High School in Canton, Illinois, and led authorities to a spray bomb. A chalkboard spray bomb was found heating on a radiator in the gymnasium after the unidentified caller warned school authorities of a bomb in 2 calls. 250 students left the building. A search led to the liquid spray bomb. Police said that although the spray bomb, which is used to clean blackboards, would not have caused much damage, it would have seriously burned students had it exploded from the heat. St. Louis Revenue Collector Louis G. Barra says tax collections in St. Louis are up $6,860,000. Barra said today his office collected $43,442,000 in taxes through December 31st. He says $37,356,000 was collected in 1961. St. Louis, owner of baseball Cardinals, August A. Bush Jr., says the Cardinals will not be able to play in proposed downtown sports stadium until 1966. Original plans call for completion of stadium during the St. Louis bicentennial 1964 and 65. Bush says, and we quote, "To be frank, we'll be lucky if we're playing in the new stadium before 1966.
Don't miss the pleasure and personal comfort that can be yours if you have the money you need at all times with you to buy special bargains or take advantage of sudden sales. The way to do this is to establish a check loan account right now at the Bank of St. Louis. Check loan, the easiest, simplest way to know that you'll have the cash you need at any given moment. Just apply for your lifetime credit in an amount that you feel you can afford, and you'll never have to miss an opportunity again. You'll carry a book of personalized check loan checks with you at all times, and you can write those checks for any purpose you wish, regardless of where in the world you happen to be. Call Garfield 11850 any time of the day or night, any day of the year, and get all the information you need about the check loan plan from the bank that served the greater St. Louis area for 50 years. The Bank of St. Louis, Washington to Lucas at 9.
Oklahoma City President Kennedy attended the funeral of Democratic U.S. Senator Robert Kerr in Oklahoma City, then headed back to Palm Beach. Hollywood, 700 persons attended memorial rites for actor and producer Dick Powell. Elizabethville, Katanga President Chambay reported ready to talk with the United Nations or fight to the end. Washington, Ambassador Arthur Dean announced he's resigning as chief U.S. disarmament negotiator. Moscow, Soviet news agency TASS reports Premier Khrushchev will head the Russian delegation to the Congress of the East German Communist Party. New York City, the stock market advanced for the second straight day in a session of heavy trading. The news presented by the Bank of St. Louis. Washington to Lucas tonight. Bank of St. Louis is a member of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Bill Addison reporting, proud to be in Action Central, always first when seconds count.
Action Central, wonderful WIL weather conditions.
The WIL revised weather with the WIL weather ball flashing green. Occasional freezing rain tonight, changing to snow late tonight or early tomorrow, producing glazing conditions that'll make driving hazardous. Snow continuing tomorrow, light accumulation ending tomorrow night. Low tonight, 28. High tomorrow, around 32. Winds light easterly. Relative humidity, 96%. Foggy. Sea level pressure falling from 30 and 20 hundredths. I have 29 degrees and Ron Lundy with music.
Hey, hey, Paula, I want to marry you, my love.
Hey, 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 Paula. Hey, that's Paul and Paula on WI. Someone told me that I love you. Sound like a man. I don't know. Hey, 6 minutes before 6 o'clock in St. Louis. I guess. I don't know.
Hi. Get the finest auto insurance. Our members say that Auto Club insurance is best in every way. For coverage, service, and settlement, attention night and day. You'll find it pays to belong to the Triple A.
What? What?
Wonderful WIL. Look for the spear and get chewing enjoyment. Look for the spear, get Wrigley's. Fresh, strong, lively, long-lasting too. You'll say Wrigley's is great to chew. Look for the spear and get chewing enjoyment.
With the biggest little treat in all the land.
Get the package with the spear and you'll know enjoyment's here. Be sure it's Wrigley's gum.
Friends, when you're at the store, get the biggest little treat in all the land, Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. To be sure of getting the original Wrigley Spearmint, look for the spear. Anyone can use the word spearmint, but only Wrigley's can use the spear on the package. Some people call it a spear, some call it an arrow. Whichever you call it, it's the Wrigley trademark, your assurance of real chewing enjoyment.
Get the package with the spear and you'll know enjoyment's here. Be sure it's Wrigley's gum.
What? Hey! Just cool it there. This is Laverne Baker. C. Rider.
Well, C. Rider. C. Rider. Just see what
CC Ryder, see what you have done. What do you want, Willard?
I want to shoot the pinball machine,
Well, I don't care. Now, listen, you two. I'm going to tell you about this pinball machine right now. I think you should be able to share it, but...
I want to play, too.
Well, it's his machine, Willard. I can't do... Well, it's been back for a few days now, and all they do is fight and care about this pinball machine. Come on, Buzz. I lost all my lunch money there today. I didn't win one game. Buzz doesn't beats it every time he plays it.
I want to play, too.
Willard gone.